Հարիրուն սիրելիներ, բարի եկած եք անգամ մի ևս մեր այս շաբթվա հարցազրույցներու շուրջին Ադիսի մասին էր եւ գշարնագենք այս գիշեր եւ մեր հետ ունենք մեր շատ սիրելի Անդի Մադադյանը, որ արդեն հեռախոսին վրա է։ Փայերգուն Անդի։
Ինչպես է Սերժան։
Լավ Անդի, նախ շատ շնորհակալ եմ, որ ընդունեցիր առաջարկս խոսելու այս գիշեր մեր հետ, բայց նախքան մեր նյութին անցնիմ I would like to congratulate you officially now online, even though I did it on social media, but I want to do it again tonight so that our listeners could know, some who haven't heard, that you have a Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard. Congratulations to many more.
Obviously, a star on Hollywood Boulevard is a great success for all of us, and I'm honored to have it, and I think it belongs to all of us. It's not just my story, it belongs to you and all of us, because all these years of support I got from the fans, it brought us to here where Hollywood recognizes our music, and I'm just so proud of it, and of course I thank the Hollywood Walk of Fame for this honor.
Beautiful. Okay, now let's talk about Adis. Adis.
Yes, of course.
Adis has influenced many artists throughout his own career and their careers. And you've said in previous interviews that he was your mentor. Can you tell us about how Adis affected your life and your music, let's say?
Well, I can actually talk about Adis for hours, but you don't have that kind of time on radio. So I'll just give you a small pointer. Before he was my mentor, he was a soothing voice in my house, because I remember when I was maybe 14, 13 years old, and I was sick in bed, and I had heard that Adis's Nune, at that time it was the 33-inch, what do you call those gramophone? What do you call those turntable, and what do we use for turntable?
The LPs, the discs, you mean?
One song, it was a single, Nune. I had heard it was out, and my mom went and bought it and brought it home. And once I listened to it, I healed, and I got up and I went to school. So to me, Adis's voice and music has had a healing effect. And I'm Chapazanutunchi. This is Irakanutun. I grew up with his voice. I love his voice. And then I got to know his character. And then he became a role model, because he was truly a family person. He loved his job. He took it seriously. He recorded unbelievable material that changed the course of pop music, at least in the Armenian world. So, yes, he's made a big change in my career. It's very much possible that people like Adis were the reason I became a singer.
Wow. How did it come about, the idea of remixing Adis's very popular song, Karun Karun, and singing together with him? How did that start?
Well, obviously, since I knew the song, and then later in my career, when I was doing private parties or in concerts, I would sing one of his songs, and I would sing Karun Karun, and then I would sing Nune. Everybody sings Adis's songs. And so once we became friends, and actually Peter Bala did a concert for me, Adis, and Nune at the Gibson Amphitheater, and that way we became close friends. And then I asked him if possible, and then it was a great honor for me. I recorded the song with him and my wife Shani, and for me in the Iranian market, it was a big hit.
Nice. I love the video. Even today I shared it on my page, and somebody said it's one of my all-time favorite videos and songs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
And how was your relationship with him on and off the spotlight as a fellow superstar? I mean, you went to his Lifetime Achievement Award in 2005 at the AMAs, shared the stage at the MGM when he launched his autobiography in 2016. Even when he opened a restaurant recently in LA, you went to the opening. How was your relationship with him?
Well, as you can see, every step he made in his life, all he had to do was call me. He would call and say, show up at this place, and I would go. No questions asked, because it was an honor to hang out with him. Every time you see him, you learn something. And then it's just great to be, for me, it's like Frank Sinatra. You don't miss an opportunity to not hang out with Frank Sinatra. So every time he did something for his book opening and concerts, duets, and actually for years we talked about doing a concert in Lebanon. And then we are LA people. We're kind of afraid of wars and fightings and all that. It just never happened, and I'm so disappointed and sorry it didn't happen. But as you can see, every opportunity I took it as a great opportunity to hang out with him.
Nice. And the family said you were extremely supportive the last years, and many places you had the audience participate. Can you tell us about those events?
Well, when Adis was at the hospital, it's like, what else can we do? We're not doctors. We don't understand medicine. There was nothing we could do. I would call his family. I would be talking to Peter and say, hey, what can we do? And the only thing we can do is prayer. So I remember when we were in Armenia, we had 50,000 people at the Hrozdan Stadium. I announced, and people went crazy for it. And then one more time I was in Hamalin in Armenia. We did the same thing, and people cheered. We sang his song. So every concert in that tour, I would ask people, and I would tell them to pray, and they would cheer or this. And I would make people to say, oh, this, oh, this. And the whole stadium would explode with his name. So that kind of stuff made me happy. And then he heard about it, and it made him happy, which I'm grateful I was able to do it.
Beautiful. I really don't have much more to ask, Andy, of your experiences, because I think you pretty much summed it up as a beautiful experience you've had growing up, even when in your youth time with Adis. However, I have a word from his family to you, from Adis's family, that they really wanted to thank you because you were always sharing those special moments, and they were sharing those moments with their dad while he needed support, he needed love, he needed courage, you know. And what you've done, they wanted to tell you, we love you, Andy, and our father loved you, and thank you for being always there for Adis.
Of course. It's my honor and an absolute pleasure. Definitely he's been a mentor and a good friend, a very valuable friend, and I cherish it forever. And I thank his family for including me in all this. And then hopefully we'll still remain friends and celebrate future happy times together.
Beautiful. Well, Andy, merci շատ իսկապես ժամանակ դարինք, շատ շնորհակալ եմ, հաջողություն քեզի. I'm hoping this whole thing ends soon so we could start enjoying you and your tours in Montreal, around the world. Have a great night, and thanks again.
Thank you, շնորհակալ եմ. I miss Montreal and I hope to come back soon.
Hopefully. Լավ սիրելիներ, մնացեք մեր հետ, պիտի ունգընտրենք շատ սիրելի Andy-ին եւ Adis-ին ցայնը, Քարուն երգը։